from Priyanka Chopra to Deepika Padukone to Kareena Kapoor. I get to work with them, but the problem is I only play their father. But whenever the heroine is in trouble and the hero has broken her heart, the father gets the tightest hug. Okay, so there's a plus side to it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having me here. It is an honor, and this is to me, as far as I am concerned, a very, very historical moment. I know all of you have been coming every year, year in, year out. I think for the last 20 years you're having this, 30 years you're having this wonderful ceremony. The Stham has been here for 96 years, and we Parsis have been here for 1298 glorious years. So, and after 1298 years, this is my first year of being here. So I feel extremely touched, extremely moved, and maybe there is a spirit over here. There is a spirit of the people who landed here from Iran 1298 years ago. Otherwise, we could have had this ceremony in Udwara, we could have had it in Bombay. But we come here because the spirit reverberates in our hearts and what may have happened. You know, ever since I've been a kid, I've heard this story about Jadi Rana. We heard it on stage today. Every Parsi school that I go to as a guest, they do a play, they enact it. It's in every story. Sometimes they give a voiceover for that play of how the Dasturjis came and met Jadi Rana, and how he was, at first adamant and said, "Nahi, hamari paase jagah nahi yahan." We all know the story, right? Everybody's heard this story, I think, 500 times in their lives. But I think what we seem to forget is that we end the story with the bowl of milk and the sugar in the milk, and it's stirred, and the bowl has become sweet, and Dasturji tells him that we will not spill over, but what we will do is make your community sweeter. We know the story up to here. And every school you go to, this play is enacted up to here. But think about it. After giving the promise, what do you think that our Dasturjis went back to the people who were hungry and dying and sick on the shores, waiting to hear whether we are allowed to come into this country, into this state? What do you think that he must have gone and said? He said, "Look, I'm just enacting it like a screenplay, as if I was a writer of a screenplay. This is what I would have imagined, and tell me if I'm wrong." He would have gone back and he would have said, "Ke jo emnem che, yana raja kech ke tame avi sako cho, pan 5 eva conditions che, thik che. Ne amari tarafthi ame ek જ વાત કહી છે કે we will sweeten your society." What is the key word over here, ladies and gentlemen? What is the key word over here? Sweeten. And it is only that word that may have motivated the people on that beach who have traveled far and wide across the country, to Mumbai, to Udwara, to Navsari, to the north, to China, to far off parts of this country, with that one line: we have to sweeten. Now I say to you, we have continued doing it for many, many years. And that is the motivating factor, that if we have to sweeten the community, we have to excel. And thanks to that motivating word of sweeten, we have excelled in every field. From our community, there are champions. There are champions and captains of industry. There are champions and captains of music, champions and captains of law. In the 60s, in the 40s, 50s, 60s, great doctors came about. The greatest doctors in the country. I meet people and they say, "You are the best doctors, you're the best lawyers, you're the best everything." And it makes me proud, and we benefit from that legacy. When I became a photographer, I used to be a shopkeeper, I used to be a waiter first, which is true. I worked at Taj Mahal Hotel as a waiter in room service. Then I worked at the shop selling wafers, chivda, gathia, farsan. I used to sell and do it myself. Then I became a photographer. And when I became a photographer, I wanted a studio. And I said to myself, कि बॉम्बे में स्टूडियो क्या मिल से? High rents, 20,000, 25,000, 30,000 एक नाना रूम ने भरे. How am I, a person who does not have more than 5,000 to 7,000 rupees, get a studio? Someone told me that the Russian consulate was, giving away space. All I had to do is do some passport photographs for them and they'll give me that space. In return, I'll have to pay a very nominal fee. They will give me a fridge, they'll give me a phone, they'll give me an air conditioner. I said, where is this coming from? I think this comes from the blessings of our forefathers, the people who decided to sweeten this country, the people who had kept their promise. And because they had kept their promise, that trickle of sweetness came down right into my pocket and into my heart and said, these people are offering you a place to open a studio. When I went over there, there's a Russian. I'll remember his name. His name was Mr. Guryanov. And Mr. Guryanov said, are these conditions okay with you? Okay, how ridiculous. Why won't they be good for me? Of course they are wonderful for me. But I kept quiet. I said, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I said to myself, this is too deep to be true. It cannot be. I cannot be getting this such a wonderful place for almost nothing. And then he opened his pen to sign on the contract. And just as he was about to sign on the contract, he shut his pen again. And I said, oh God, this is not happening. My luck. I looked up to our forefathers and the people who have established this legacy of greatness, this legacy of sweetness. And he said, I want to ask you one question, Mr. Irani. Just one question. So I said, okay, maybe he'll ask about photography, maybe he'll ask, whatever else. And he's a Russian, okay? A Russian man said, ek sawal pucho. I only want to know from your mouth, Mr. Irani. I said, what? All you have to tell me, you are a Parsi Zoroastrian. Is that right? I said, yes. He said, then I signed, Mr. Irani. He signed on that document, ladies and gentlemen, and for 12 years, till I became an actor, I was at the Russian consulate with a studio so fancy that I could only thank my lucky stars. No, they are not my lucky stars. They are the lucky stars of each and every one of you who can benefit from this legacy of the sweetness that has been promised to you. Every one of us has benefited. Every single one. Then of course, when I joined theatre and then finally when I joined films, let me tell you, when I joined films, I came in as a total outsider. As a total outsider. It is all family-run business, the films. But somehow, everybody knew over there what it is to be a Parsi, what it is to respect a Parsi, and what the Parsis are about. And no matter what I would say, people would just respect me, not because of me as an actor, but because of my community. And I continue to enjoy that. What I have to say is that how far is this trickle of sweetness going to carry on? How do we carry that on? Like you said, Ms. Mistry, you said that there are not very many young people over here. But yes, Vinsaji said, yes, barabar se pan aaj working day che. It's okay. It's a working day. So there are less young people over here. But I want to say something to the parents of those young people. Yes, Jio Parsi, people say, how do we increase the number and how do we increase the tribe? I tell you, I do not need to teach young people how to make love. It is not my job. They have to make babies. I cannot stand and teach them how to do it. Please, I'm so sorry to say so. They have to do it, they have to understand, that's another story. I feel today, and please forgive me, I do not mean to vitiate this atmosphere, I do not wish to sound rude, but I feel that as an actor today, people are saying nice things about me. When I started acting, nobody used to say nice things about me. And at that time, I used to have fire in my belly that I have to prove to the world that I am a good actor. Today, even if I don't do a good job, people still say, but your previous job was very good. Why? Because I don't have to prove anything to anybody anymore. Similarly, when the people landed on Sanjan, they had to prove to the community and to the rest of the country that we will keep to that sweetness. So there was fire in the belly to do something. They were not comfortable people. They were in no comfort zone. Today, unfortunately, thanks to the benefit of what we have through bags, through institutions, through funds, I think our community and especially our youth has become comfortable. We have gone in a comfort zone, I feel, and that is why the motivation to excel may not be there. It is always, you think the people on that beach, the mother will say, "Dikra thobi ja tane pura pav wrap karine apu?" No. You had to go out, hunt and live life in the hardest possible way. Today, life is not so hard, unfortunately. And I'm saying unfortunately, life is not so hard. Our youth is not as motivated. I beseech you, ladies and gentlemen, do not, mothers especially, do not mollycoddle your kids. Do not feel whether they've not had lunch, ke nasto khado ke lunch khado. Go out there and work hard. Go out there and pay your bills. Go out there and live on your own, because the rent and other things are taken care of. But living in Bombay is not easy. But we have bags, we have facility. I think it is very, very important for the youth to go out there to continue with this legacy of sweetness. Otherwise, my fear is, let the numbers be aside, that's another problem. I fear the sweetness may stop. I really, really fear. So parents, please do not feel offended with what I am saying. Do not soften and comfort your children. Make life difficult for them. Make them go out there in the harsh reality of the outside world, outside the walls of our bags. Let them compete with the real world. Keep the tournaments in the bag less and send them out and face the real world more. Because that is the world they have to live in, not in the quadrangle of our bags, which we are very grateful that we live in. But the comfort zone that we have has to be redefined. I hope I'm not hurting anyone's sentiments here, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you very much for having me. I like to joke a little, I like to be serious a little. At the same time, I just want to say I am so very proud to be an actor, so very proud to be a Parsi, so very proud to marry this wonderful, beautiful girl of for 30 years. So very proud of my 2 sons and my family. Most of all, I'm very proud of being a Parsi. Most of all, very proud of being a Zoroastrian. I'm very, very proud standing in front of you. My mom will ask me. She always asks me in the morning, "Kahan jai chhi?" To હું બોલું કે હું અહીંયા જાઉં છું, આ કામને વારે જાઉં છું, ભૂતનાથની શૂટિંગમાં જાઉં છું, અમિતાભ બચ્ચન સાહેબ સાથે શૂટિંગ કરવા જાઉં છું. વાહ વાહ, go sparkle, go sparkle. She always uses that word, go sparkle. She'll ask me today, કેવું ગયું? I would say, very good. And she'll ask me 2 questions. Did they show you love? I'll say yes. Did they show you respect? I'll say yes. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your love and respect. I can go and tell my mother that you did. Thank you.